Hey everyone, and welcome living in Ottawa. And in this week's episode, we're going to cover the Canadian markets with the largest 2021 home price increases. But first, show reel, hit it. If you're living in Canada or moving to Canada and you're looking for a home, you already know the prices are high. Over the past 2 years, we've seen explosive increases in real estate prices across the country. But hey, it's a big country, so it makes a lot of sense that some areas have seen greater home price increases than others. And today, we're going to talk about the areas that have seen the steepest price growth. And we're going to look at these increases in two ways. First, the areas that saw the steepest growth in a single month from November to December of 2021 as we get this data. And the second is the growth for the entire year. And we usually talk about percentages, but today we're going to talk about dollars because percentages are valuable from a market perspective. For dollars shows us exactly how much home buyers seeing prices go up even in a single month. And when we look at these numbers, it's even easy to understand buyer fatigue and frustration as people try to buy homes in and around some of Canada's major cities. We'll start by counting from the 5th spot to the 1st spot in a single month price growth. It probably won't come as much of a surprise, but all the 5 areas that we're going to cover today are either in Ontario or British Columbia. Home to Toronto and Vancouver, these areas are seeing high and rising prices long before the pandemic, and now they are soaring. Coming in at number 5, Missississauga, Ontario. This city of over 700,000 residents is the 3rd largest in Ontario and sits on the banks of Lake Ontario. Located right beside Toronto, this bustling multicultural city saw the average home price increase by $31,172 from November to December of 2021. And as Toronto's most populous satellite city, it isn't too surprising that the area is in the top 5. Up next, number 4 spot, CHILLIWACK, BC. This city of about 93,000 residents is 102 kilometers from Vancouver. Located in the Fraser Valley, Chilliwack was once primarily an agricultural area. And now suburban, it offers a lot of gorgeous scenery and outdoor recreation. And the average home in Chilliwack cost $31,560 more in December than it did in November. Fraser Valley itself rolls into number 3. This beautiful area stretches from near Vancouver all the way down to northern Washington state in the United States. And the eastern edge of Fraser Valley is about 120 kilometers from Vancouver. And Fraser Valley is different than a lot of other places on the list because it refers to an area rather than a specific city. And most people consider Fraser Valley to be outside of the urban development of Vancouver. And the Fraser Valley area saw an average increase in the cost of home rise from $39,342 from November to December. Coming to the number 2 spot is Oakville, an Ontario town located in the Greater Toronto Area. About 35 kilometers from downtown Toronto and sitting between Toronto and Hamilton, Oakville is Mississauga's Lake Ontario neighbor to the south. And smaller than Mississauga, with just 200,000 residents, Oakville saw the average home price increase by $43,520 from November to December of 2021. And if you had predicted which city would come in at the top of the list, Toronto was an easy choice. The Toronto market has been booming for a long time, and it hit the stratosphere in the past 2 years. And as the number 1 city in price growth month to month from November to December, Toronto saw an average home price increase by $44,619, and that was just in a single month between the last 2 years. And looking at these dollar amount increases, just 1 month shines a spotlight on the inaccessible some areas have become for the average home buyer. Even more eye-popping are price increases from the whole 2021. 3 housing markets in Canada saw home prices jump more than $250,000 last year alone. And the average home price in Toronto increased $262,200 in 2021. And in Fraser Valley, that growth hit $270,536. $397. And people moving to Canada and looking for a home in Oakville will expect to pay $398,754 more by the end of 2021. These eye-popping numbers indicate that the areas are unlikely to see prices level off anytime soon. And across the country, the number of homes changing hands in 2021 was 30% higher than the 10-year annual average. And the enormous demand coupled with the dwindling supply created a perfect storm for sellers and a very frustrating climate for buyers. And some economists are sounding the alarm over the current state of the housing market in Canada. BMO economists are concerned that the country's traditional growth factors of income, demographics, and interest rates are no longer driving the surge in prices and sales. They noted that high demand, low supply, and low interest rates are fueling the rise in prices. They also expressed concern about the repeat home buyers and investors using the variable rate rather than the traditional fixed mortgage rate. And they fear that the housing market is uncoupling from its traditional underpinnings. This leaves average home buyers with few options in some of Canada's most populous areas. So what can home buyers do in a market that seems intent on sending them to the sidelines? You don't have to give up your dream of owning a home or living in Canada. The first step is navigating this extraordinary market is finding a realtor you can trust. Your real estate agent knows the market and the area they serve. And one of the options we've talked about before is looking for a home in a smaller market where price growth has been less dramatic. Ask your realtor about smaller markets within commuting distance of larger cities, or consider a small rural market if you work from home. And if you're a first-time home buyer, the market may seem impossible right now, but it isn't. If you're living in Ottawa or moving to Ottawa, we'll find a home that fits your needs and your budget. So feel free to reach out to us. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, even wrap it up in a bow and send it first class, because we got your back. We're moving to Ottawa or anywhere across Canada. And each and every week, we're bringing brand new videos just like this one. So make sure to tap that subscribe button and click the bell so you're notified each and every time we do a brand new video. Till next time, take care. That some areas have seen greater home price increase other than others. Wow. Fraser Valley itself rolls into number 3. Oakville saw the average home price increase. Oakville saw the with just under 200,000 residents. Oakville saw the I don't know what I was trying to do there.